Welcome back. My name is Rinki Shah. I'm your biology faculty. In the previous lecture, we had studied as to how urine formation takes place in us. In today's lecture, we're going to study as to how kidney plays a role in regulating our blood pressure and even helps to maintain our blood volume. Well, dear students, we have studied about juxtaglomerular apparatus when we were studying the structure of nephron. Juxtaglomerular apparatus comprises of two major parts, that is the distal convoluted tubule, that is the DCT of the uriniferous tubule, and the afferent arteriole. What is the significance of this JGA? The significance is it has presence of baroreceptors. As I'm sure you all know, there's something called as barometer. What is the role of this barometer? The barometer plays a role in helping to detect a change in pressure. Similarly, the baroreceptor cells of the juxtaglomerular apparatus helps to actually understand the changes in the blood pressure. Now let's understand as what is the actual phenomenon as to how it gets regulated. For instance, if a person undergoes an accident, what happens? There is a blood loss which will take place. If there's blood loss, obviously the blood pressure will also drop. So there's a reduction in the blood pressure. If the blood pressure drops, the juxtaglomerular apparatus of the nephron which is there gets activated. When it gets activated, it releases the renin enzyme. Mind you, it is RENIN. In digestion also, we studied about the enzyme which is RENNIN, which actually helps in digestion of food. Here it is RENIN enzyme which is produced. This enzyme is the one which will actually act in the liver cells. The liver cells which are there will actually bring about an enzyme which is known as angiotensinogen. Now what is this angiotensinogen? It is an inactive form of the enzyme. The way we have pepsinogen in the digestive system, similarly the angiotensinogen which is there is the inactive form of the enzyme which is present in our blood. This gets activated and gets converted to angiotensin 1. Angiotensin 1 which is there further acts on the liver, and the liver cells produce the enzyme which is there which is known as angiotensin converting enzyme. This ACE, or also known as angiotensin converting enzyme, converts angiotensin 1 into angiotensin 2. The major enzyme which is the angiotensin 2 will now work on an adrenal gland. Adrenal gland, as you know, will produce a hormone. Adrenal gland, as you know, will produce a hormone which is known as aldosterone. What does this aldosterone do? This aldosterone is the one which will act on a distal convoluted tubule, and it will actually play a role in increasing the sodium reabsorption. If the sodium reabsorption increases, further what it does, it actually increases the water level by the process of osmosis. So if the water level increases in the blood, obviously the volume of our blood also increases. What else is its role? The other role is to actually increase the blood pressure. So the angiotensin 2 which is there will act on the heart. The word tensin means actually is the one which gives tension. It acts on the blood vessels. It makes our blood vessel narrow, which will actually lead to constriction of the blood vessels. That is, it leads to vasoconstriction. If there is vasoconstriction, it actually leads to increase in the blood pressure. So that is how the blood pressure and the volume of our blood is maintained by the kidney. Since the hormones which are played here are renin, angiotensin and aldosterone, our topic which is there is known as renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system, also known as RAS. So that RAS is the system which is responsible to maintain our blood pressure and regulate our volume of the blood. I hope, dear students, you all have understood the system RAS. In the next lecture, we'll continue with the next topic. Till then, this is Rinki Shah signing off. Thank you very much.